Mm, no. Mm, well, mm, mm. Hey, yo, what's up, Investor Z? What's up? Mm, mm. Hmm. Well, hmm, okay. I guess that's the dangers of making sure that you're using the right one. Hmm. Well, if this shit doesn't bounce here, I'm gonna try again at 89. Looking at a higher time frame, it looks like there's a swing right there. So I'm gonna try again at 89 right here. Yeah, this little swing right here. So I'm gonna try again right there. Let's see what happens. I mean, if this thing flushes. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Well, this would be an uphill battle. Uh, this will be an uphill battle. It's more likely that I'll probably get stopped out of this actually. Not hoping for that outcome, but I think that's I kind of should have earlier I kind of saw that it was man, it's crazy how I looked at this trend line and said, "Man, I'm going to trade against that." I figured that the bulls were going to push back above it, but yeah, they didn't do that. I was in profit. It just came crashing down and it stopped me out. Mm. But I finally took a trade. Well, I was trading the Bull Barbie account yesterday, but I was able to catch this. I mean, I wish I was in this in my Apex account. I was able to catch this move right here on ES. I'm gonna hold this. I'm gonna hold this position until FOMC tomorrow. I'm holding this. I mean, we could see price reject at this range, but I'm definitely gonna hold this past this and hope for a breakout back above the support trend line, and hopefully the bears don't use it as resistance. But I'm definitely going to hold it. And honestly, I'm just gonna practice with this account. It's only Tuesday, and so far, as crazy as this sounds, as crazy as this sounds, somebody's already up $147,000. How? Full porting the Nasdaq or some shit? Because I know it couldn't have been on the ES. You got the top 10, the bottom number 10 up $63,000. How? You said fake? Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, they're up 147,000. So that was interesting. But yeah, I might get stopped out of this gold play if I'm not already stopped out already. Yeah, I think I'm already stopped out, I think. Or maybe not. Yeah, I'm not stopped out yet. I might I am kind of heavy on this. I was hoping for a bounce that did not come. I'll give it in. I'll keep this. I'll keep it on. I'll keep it on. Hopefully, we can kind of get a bounce somewhere in this area. That would be nice. But we did get that rejection right there. And yeah, we could see this thing like almost like tick me out. It always seems like my stop is literally at an area where it can just take it out and then reverse. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Gold bull bar. Gold bull bars. Market bull gods. I call upon thee. Push the market higher for the position. So yeah, I got a good position in the Bull Barbie account, but I would have preferred to have caught that in my Apex account. Because if somebody is actually up $147,000 and it's only Tuesday, and this competition started on Sunday, man, that person has been doing a lot of trading. A lot of trading, just probably catching reversals on full porting each side as it goes up and it goes down. That's crazy. 147,000 in 2 days. That's crazy. Mm, yeah. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna bounce for me. I don't think it's gonna bounce for me. Mm. But we do got FOMC tomorrow. That should be fun. FOMC should be. Yeah, look at that liquidity sitting there at 390. I think 389 is probably where we'll see a bounce, but I can't. I'm too heavy in this position. I wouldn't even be able to. Honestly, I would hope that it doesn't actually come near my stop. I probably have to probably put this a little bit closer, maybe. Mm, mm. Yeah, I probably have to cut this. Shit. Mm. Or maybe I can do something like this. All right, man. This is kind of maybe I can hedge this a little bit. If we do see a breakdown to like 80, 90 or something like that, I can hedge it a little bit. Mm. Yeah, just my luck. This thing will push me into this damn thing and then bounce. Mm. Mm. So your TP is 386? 386, huh? Mm. So why 386? Why is 386 your target? Oh, so it's a part of the 1030 low? Mm. Mm. Okay. Yeah, I think this thing is gonna bounce at 390, 389, 390 or something like that. And I'm too heavy to stay in it. Uh, mm, yeah, that's probably what I should have did. I mean, once I saw that it wasn't bouncing at that stupid level, I should have got out of it sooner. You got to be kidding me. See, I just knew it. I don't know how good gold is so good at. I don't know why it's so good at that, but it is. It's so good at that, man. So good at that. Now it wants to bounce. I guess it wanted some blood before. I can't. I wouldn't be able to survive this. I'm not down $700. I'm probably still down like. Yeah, I'm down like 4K. Shit. Mm. 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 And that was a good friggin' rejection off of that trend line. I should have just. I don't know what the heck possessed me to. I don't know what the hell possessed me to think that the bulls were actually going to push through that trend line. Mm. Mm. Hey, yo, what's up, Cave Trader? What's up? There's nothing. Right now, I'm hoping that this is the potential bottom and that we're going to see a rally here. That's my hopes right now. And we can potentially see a move back up into that range. I mean, if not the range, at least the bottom of that value area low. And hopefully it doesn't need to take me out and hurt my feelings. Mm. But I think gold. I mean, if it's going to reject here at this 21 EMA, yeah, this position is done. It's right now is being fueled by hope. Yo, congratulations on that. You say RSI is scaring you? What's scaring you about the RSI? Actually, I realized I don't have RSI on my chart anymore. That's interesting. I don't know when I took it off. What's scaring you about the RSI? I mean, this is a good area. Oh, this is a good area to buy. If you look to the left, maybe I should have waited for this area. But if you look to the left, I mean, we from this area we did get this bullish move up. So as price probably traded into this area, it probably grabbed some of them resting limit orders right here. It's not like it's a bad area to buy, but it doesn't mean that it won't work. Or I think it needs to stop me out first and then it'll start working. But honestly, I mean, this one is my fault. That was a bad decision. I saw that it was actually, I came back to my desk after I saw that my long got filled. I saw that it was at the trend line, and I thought to myself, if I just put my head in the sand and walk away, maybe the bulls will push past it. But this is gold. It's, they don't. This is market structure. This thing is not going to push past it, not the first time. Especially got a break, and they came back and retested it. I mean, shit, this is perfect, honestly. Perfect price action. And I straight up ignored it. And I think that's probably why I walked away, because I didn't want to get out of the position hoping for a push higher. But man, this was perfect right here. Triple top at this range. Shit, the same range that they shorted from earlier, and I thought that, oh no, they won't reject from this range, and they came back and rejected from that range. So, yeah, well, mm, 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 mm. I guess it really just depends. It really depends. It really depends. So investors, uh, he says his 2 minute got a lot of wicks, sell wicks. Yeah, honestly, yeah, I think it'll be an uphill battle. Uh, Man, that was, damn. Mm, mm, mm. I mean, yeah, I mean, mm, yeah, probably. All right. Yeah, that's probably it. I guess the only thing that can make me happy, well, man, I wish my positions were switched. I should have taken this in the Apex account. I should have taken this in the Apex account. And this is a light position. I didn't even get my scale in filled. So this is a light position. Good old ES. You trade the edges. You usually get the trades that you're looking for. And I think this is anyway. So if you was with me earlier today, I made a statement that I had to correct. And I'm glad that I corrected it, because the ES definitely broke this trend line, and it didn't look back after we got that break from that trend line. And a lot of people's feelings were hurt, for sure, mine included. Because not only did this thing drop, man, it dropped all the way back down into this area, this consolidation area right here. And I was telling myself that I was thinking about getting in as soon as the market opened, but I kind of knew better than that. I just kind of knew better than to wait for a confirmation here. Of course, it won't work. Not when you need it to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect. Okay. Okay. Oh man, I might as well just let it stop me out then. Fine. Damn. Shit. Mm. Mm. Shit. Mm. Yeah, I'm probably. Man, and that sucks. That sucks, man. That sucks. That sucks, man. That sucks. That sucks. Mm. Mm. Okay. That account is gone. Damn. Okay. Mm. Oh man. Didn't even do this either. Okay. Man, it bounced at 89 exactly. Well, mm, that's what I was holding out for. I was hoping that we would get this bounce before I blew the account, but Mm. Insult to injury. It's okay though. It's okay. Yeah, it's all right. So it's okay. That's crazy. Shit, I didn't even. Insult to injury. Mm, mm, okay. Mm, well, mm. Man, isn't that some shit? Man, isn't that some shit, man? Isn't that some shit? So I think we're gonna probably get that reversal back up after Gold made sure she. Well, it's partly my fault, but I was just hoping that she'll be nice to me in this situation and actually do this before the account was blown. That would have been super nice. But as I'm looking back at the chart to see, I mean, I kind of already know where I went wrong. I traded against this trend line because I thought that the bulls, or I wanted the bulls to break through this. So I thought that we was going to get that, but we didn't. And as I analyzed the chart, the first thing I see, or the first thing that my mind allows me to see after it blinded me from it, because it went against my bias, is that breaker structure right there. I kind of want to manifest whatever part of my brain blinded me from this and then just punch it in its face. Because, man, and then it had the nerve to show it to me afterwards. It had the nerve to show that to me afterwards. You got that breaker structure, that first test, and then that sell down. It's, man, the brain really does blind you from. Uh, uh, Damn. Look at that pump. Uh, yeah, yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? Mm, 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 oh, oof, mm, damn. 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 Mm, oof. Mm, Oof. Mm. Yeah, actually, what I'll probably do is probably like having like, yeah, probably like 9 days of data, probably. Oof, for like 9 days, cause mm. Damn, gold, god damn. So you do me like that, huh? I was, man, damn, that is, damn, mm, damn, damn, damn. I probably just need like 6 days or something. Yeah, I think probably loading up 9 days is probably too much. I mean, especially what I'm using it for. It's not necessarily need 9 days. It's probably like 6 is probably fine. Yeah, just 6 days. So you kind of get an idea of what happened without having to go back too far. Yeah, 6 days would probably be it. Okay. Yeah. Well, so what my plan is about this position right now that I'm in on the ES. Uh, mm, I think that the bulls are going to break through this trend line. We bounced at a decent area. Today was just a pullback, even though the day ended red. overall, the structure overall was still bullish. And I said earlier that as long as the structure is bullish, then I'm just going to remain bullish. Or actually, I don't need this. I don't need that. But in order for this thing to be bearish, it had to take out this low. We did take out the low, but then we bounced right here at this area of consolidation. And if this low holds, that would be a higher low. The bulls have definitely been very aggressive. Or they definitely are being very aggressive. So it's hard to trade against that. It's hard to trade against a lot of bullish momentum. If we see bullishness going into the open, going into FOMC, depending on where price goes to before the announcement is made, is where I'm going to make my decision on where I'm going to get in and get out at. Right now, my targets are set, but this can definitely change. I got my first target coming off at 145. But this can definitely change. Oh, we probably not. 'I'll probably take it off sooner. I think 100, unless I'm going to allow this thing to swing, I think 145 may be too much. Especially with this resistance, this support that's probably going to be used as resistance as it goes higher. So about 106, 108, 194. 162, 175. Damn, Goldust. Damn. Yo, Gold straight up played me tonight. Damn, nice one, Gold. Nice one. She straight up played me. I played myself, but she helped me. Damn. Damn. Okay. Bounced at exactly what I thought, where I thought it was going to bounce at 89. Damn. Damn. And to add insult to injury. It's going to take out my first target. Yeah. RSI is definitely very helpful on gold. It definitely is helpful. So with this ES trade, I'm gonna actually take my first profit at this. I'll take profits at this around this high right here. I think a lot of people are going to want to take profits. Let me probably. Yeah, I'll probably take it at that trend line right there. I'll take my first, at least pay myself in this position, and then just let the rest kind of run. Um, mm. Well, I mean, shit, this thing. I mean, we do got FOMC tomorrow. This thing could run. Thing can super run. But I'll take my first target here at that trend line. At least pay myself in this position. Yeah, just pay yourself, man. I mean, right now you're up about what 30, 27 points. Just about 28 points. 27. Just about. Yeah, about 27 points. Mm. It might not hit it now, but it'll definitely try to hit it later. That's for sure. Yeah, it definitely is Cave Trader. It definitely is a numbers game for sure. That doesn't even look right. That doesn't even look right. Hmm. Now, if I was still in this long, of course I would want this thing to keep going. But yeah, don't mind this trade. I'm in the sim on this trade, obviously, and I'm trading against my position because I don't want it to hit my target. I don't want it to hit my original target. Honestly, my first target would have gotten hit. Even though I have a 6 point target, my stop comes up at 5 points and 4 ticks. So I think I was in around like 93 ish. So my stop would kind of be at 98. Actually, my stop would probably be right here. My stop probably would have already moved up already and I would have got stopped out. And I would have taken my first target. Mm. Uh, oh. I mean, I guess there's a lot to love about this short. Like I said, I don't have 100% confidence in it. I'm kind of trading against my position, but I do see that we do have S2 right here. We do have the 200 EMA. We do have an area where they did break structure to the downside. This short could work, but I don't like it. I don't like shorting this low. I would prefer to see this pattern higher up, not necessarily in the middle of the chart. So if I were to give this trade a percentage, a probability of profit, this will probably a 40% trade, maybe 35 to be fair. I would say a 35% trade. I don't think my targets will get hit, not the second or third one, because we already got the bullish push. So if it does pull back here, it will be just that, a pullback. I don't think this actually reverses here. Price hasn't gone up high enough for it to reverse. This will be a pullback. And I'll probably even, if I get that first target hit, exactly where my first target is probably where I will flip and go long. If we see the pullback, that's probably where I would go long. Because we've already got that strong move in one direction. So this must be the bears that didn't take profits. This is them getting stopped out. This is technically a small little micro trend break, technically. So shorting this move or thinking that this move, when it pulls back, is a reversal would kind of be a low probability trade. It will surprise the hell out of me if it works, but I don't think that it will kind of go underneath this low here. I don't think it'll take that low out if it does pull back. It's probably going to hit that value area low, and that's probably where we're going to see a rejection at that value area low. Honestly, I really don't even care about that account. I don't even care to even trade it. I would have cared more about that Bull Barbie account if I could trade gold, but like I said, I'm not really interested in trading ES or Nasdaq anymore. Guess let me just check on that position, I guess, anyway. Looks like we're getting a pullback. Looks like we're getting a pullback here. I guess we'll see. We do see a pullback. We'll probably get a pullback back to 30. So, all right. So if we do see a pullback, I'll buy into the pullback. Oh shit! Look at gold. All right, so we're at that value area low. And add insult to injury, it hit my target. It hit my first target after recovering from those lows after it stopped me out. Damn. Damn. Okay. Damn. Nice one, gold. Nice one. I guess gold wants to see me cry on the treadmill tonight, I guess. Nice one. It's probably that. It's probably like R1 or some shit like that. Hmm. Damn. And that shit's still going. You say you got some of this? Ah, man. Man. Okay. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Huh. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Huh. Isn't that interesting? Now you want to short the range when it's highly likely that it's going to break above it. Mm. 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 Yeah, that's freaking crazy, man. Yeah, I'm gonna try a short Germ. I'm gonna try a short here. I'm gonna try shorting here. I mean, if it don't short here, then we'll just probably see a breakout out of this damn. Damn. Some nights gold lets me love her. She lets me love her. And then there's other nights where she just does shit that just she gets put on that list real quick. She gets put on that list. Like I said, I'll admit when I was wrong. I should have shorted this trend line the first time I saw it. I should have just flipped long, or I should have just flipped from being long to being short. So I mean, that was my fault. I get that part. But the whole stop me out. I mean, keep going down. Not even a relief bounce. Just keeps going down until I finally blow the account. And then not only does she hits my first target, she hits my second target. Insult to injury, man. I would have made a full recovery if I was able to survive this drop. I would have thanked the market gods for showing mercy on the account. But I guess the market wanted the sacrifice tonight. It wanted the account sacrifice tonight, apparently. So, man, damn. The first and second target. You want to hit my runner too? It says a 5-minute candle, no red candle at all. Yeah. Gold was trading into a pre. I mean, this is kind of why I was kind of, and I have to stop doing that with this is another Nasdaq tendency. I had to stop trying to front run levels. So because I was kind of front running 89 a little bit because I thought it was going to front run that level and bounce because we had these prior swings and I thought I was being smart and cute, kind of front running the level. But she showed me how cute I was by, I think everybody else was thinking the same thing because now that I'm no longer in the trade, I can see that this is a stop run right here. So I think a lot of people are getting in at this level right here because the market used these stops to push it down lower at the area where I was originally looking at, the area I was trying to front run, and then it does this shit. So I'll just take this as a lesson learned. Just set the limit, let the market play out. If I miss it, I guess I'm supposed to just miss it. Kind of like that trade from this morning. I talked myself out of a good trade and I missed it. I talked myself into a bad trade and I made sure I got it. Mm. Mm. I guess time flies when you're losing money, huh? Shit, it's already almost 10:20. It's crazy. Time flies when you're losing money. uh, Dang, it's already 10. Like, dude, I just started the dang stream around like 8:50, 9 o'clock. An hour pushed by like that. An hour and 30 minutes pushed by like that. Damn. All right. So, all right. If we see that pullback here, this is an area where I'm going to be looking to get in at on the ES. Uh, the reason why I'm getting in at this level is because 630 and a quarter is prior week's low. We already got a bounce from this level. We got the market breaking back above that level. And it's highly likely if we see a pullback, this is where the bulls are going to step up. It's highly likely. Uh, um, okay, I was like, what the hell's up with my damn Dom? All right, so I mean, there's not necessarily a lot of volume around that area, but I'm just gonna make a bet that there's gonna be buyers here at 630. So I'm just gonna place my limit here. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. Like I said, I don't necessarily I'm not emotionally tied to this account. Yeah, they should bounce this thing at 630. I mean, if they break below 630 and hold, then that means that this thing is going to go down lower. They should bounce it. Yeah, they should. You say you're going to short here with me? Yeah, I think this is a good short. Or actually, let me rephrase that. I think if the bears step up here, this would be a good pullback. Not necessarily, I don't think it reverses here. It'll be a pullback into support. But I don't think we'll see a reversal here. But it'll be a pullback for sure. Or it's highly likely that we could see a pullback here. Mm. Gold, 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 gold. Yeah, it's getting to the point that like even that is not even enough. Like, even that is not even enough, man. And that was supposed to be the trade too. Always moving the goalposts, it feels. And it feels like it's always moving the goalposts. Well, I'm looking at RSI on my other screen right now, and RSI is at the highs. It's at 70, but we'll see. We'll see if it works. If it don't, okay. Man, shit, that's exactly what my stop is. Huh? Man, that would just suck. That would suck. No, that would just super suck. That would just suck. That would just suck. Damn. Damn, gold. Damn. Damn. Yo, gold is doing this shit just to piss me off. Gold is literally doing this shit just to piss me off, man. Damn. And I was super heavy too. Hmm. Damn. Mm. Yeah. I know that shit. There's something that doesn't even have to be said. Mm. It's funny how that, for whatever reason, that ends up happening. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. She did that shit to herself. That's what I do, and my actions are totally different. I mean, it's highly likely that we should see a pullback here. I'm looking at the volume right now. It's not a lot of volume trading in gold right now. It's only 37,000 contracts trading right now. You even have the Nasdaq or the micro Nasdaq trading at only 115,000 right now. Dang, it's right there almost on par. Shit. The micro ES is actually almost trading alongside the Nasdaq, the micro Nasdaq. Yesterday, for whatever reason, everybody was trading in ES minis for whatever reason. I guess everybody wanted to catch that drop and get paid for it. But it looks like order is back, established. There are more people, there's more participants in micros than in minis. So, like right now, I'm just looking for at least a pullback here. I wonder what's well, I guess low liquidity, low volume can do that, but it's interesting how the market stopped moving. That's very interesting. Like 10 more minutes. Okay. No. Mm. Okay. So if this thing keeps pushing here, I'm just gonna have to accept this loss and just come back tomorrow. Okay. All right. It would have been nice to get this bullishness when I needed it, but I guess gold just really needed to stop me out. Okay. He just really needed to stop me out and then make this insulting move higher. Insulting move higher. Man, that's insulting. No pullback, no nothing. I think my last target, my runner target, would have just gotten hit. That's man, this push up is insulting. Mm, okay. Mm, okay. Well, mm, Okay. Hmm. Damn, look at that straight up move. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Well. Hmm. What are the odds? What are the odds? Okay. What are the odds? All right. Man, that is insulting, man. That is super insulting. That is insulting, man. Hmm. Okay. Gold made sure I felt that shit. She made sure I felt it. Mm. Mm. You know what, 3? I don't know, man. Damn. Gold is on a mission to make every short seller right now feel like an ass. Um, I mean, this is kind of an abnormal recovery from gold. Is an abnormal one. I don't know what the hell is going on, but but so about like 409. Or is that like a 20-point move to the upside with no price action on gold? Is that 20 points with no price action on gold? Yeah, that's 20 points. Straight up. No price action, no pullback, no nothing on gold. That is an abnormal leg. So I really don't know what the hell's going on right now. I don't know what the Bulls are trying to. I really don't know what's going on. I'm unsure. I guess I would need more information on this. I mean, if they're going for the trend line, man, that's very aggressive. That's a lot of aggressive buying. Yeah, I sold this thing, man. I tried selling it twice. Um, if you're just joining me, I was originally in this long as it was going down. I just got in a little bit too early being cute. And unfortunately, it stopped me out. And then it made this big recovery, adding insult to injury, hitting all my targets after it stops me out. Okay. Oh. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe. Maybe I'll buy another one on Sunday or something like that. Just buy like an MFF account, trade that. Mm. Yeah, that's probably what it is, Harvey. We do have FOMC tomorrow. We do have FOMC tomorrow. So, man. Well, again, like I said, it was my fault. Even though gold did me super dirty and didn't show mercy to my account, I should have just waited for this low. I mean, I kind of figured that it was going to run this low right here because that's what gold does. I was kind of looking for a price to just sweep underneath this low and touch about 89. But I tried to be cute and front run this level because I thought that gold was going to front run the level. But she didn't front run the level. And kind of, I think everybody had the same idea because it stop ran underneath this level right here. Everybody had the same idea. I think I was actually, I was in at 95. I think I scaled in at 93. And then I tried to hedge the short. Man, I should have just kept it. I made a lot of mistakes tonight in gold and it cost me the account. Unfortunately, I made a lot of mistakes. Damn, this shit is still going. That's crazy. It's still going, man. Gold is still going. Yeah, I should have just waited for this entry. 392. Well, kind of like what I said before, our lessons learned is probably hmm, damn. Shit, I don't like going long, but when I do go long, man, it would be nice to be a part of a move like this. There is literally no red candles at all. There is no red candle. Man. Congratulations to anybody that's long on gold right now, just catching this pump. Mm. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. Yeah, this push is super strong. Ugh. Well, I said if I blew that account, I have to start writing trade reports. So moving forward, I got to write a trade report every time I take a trade. So I won't write it up this week. I have to write it up next week. I'll make a template over the weekend, and I'll start writing trade reports. And I have to let my trade play out. I have to set my limit. Kind of talk about why I'm going to put my limit in a certain area with gold. Uh, and just do that because I said if I blew this account, this was going to be the last account that I was going to trade without a trade plan and without a trade report and stuff like that. And now I have to have one. So before I take a trade, I have to, and to show accountability, I'm gonna have to have it on stream too. I can't take no off stream trades anymore. Gotta have my trade report, trade plan, all that crap. So over the weekend, that's kind of what I'll be doing. The market's gonna be closed Thursday, so well, the stock market's gonna be closed on Thursday. The futures is gonna have a half day, so I'll probably take that time to actually probably start it. kind of get an idea of how I'm going to format it. And then I'll have to collect that data somehow and probably do it in probably in an Excel sheet probably. I don't know. I have to figure out how I'm going to capture the data. So I can kind of reference it probably at the end of the day. To probably go over it during the stream. That's probably what I'll probably start doing. Probably. Okay, so all right, so I'm still good in this position. If I can trade positions, this is the position that I would have been in that account. I'm still waiting on that pullback back to 30, but I'm going to front run 30 and get in at 30.75 because I think a lot of people is probably looking at 30, and I think the market is going to try to front run it. If it doesn't, I mean, I'll take the drawdown, but I have a 10 point or 11 point stop, but uh, I'll be giving up half my profits if it does come back and stop me out. But I think both the ES and Nasdaq, because we have a bullish move and it looks like it's ranging, so we should expect another bullish leg higher. We should expect it. So that's what I'm going to be looking for tomorrow. Tomorrow, just like you said, 3. Tomorrow's definitely going to be crazy. You say you've been scalping the 5-minute. Yeah. Yeah, so rough night. Rough night. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely start looking how I'm gonna and just start really thinking about how I'm going to set this up. What I want this data to do, I kind of want to review. So what I want this report, or at least my plans on how I want to kind of construct it and build it out, is just have an area where my entry is, have an area where my stop is. Um, if I'm going to scale in, if I want to scale into a particular area, I need to actually have that documented as well. I kind of want to give myself like feedback, like, because obviously, like I said earlier, my brain, like I said, if I can just, that part of my brain that blinded me from this earlier, if I can just manifest that part and punch it in his face, I definitely would. Because it literally it showed me this after the trade was over. And originally I was in this long up right here at a retest of this low. I saw that it retested the low and it kind of pushed up, so I got in long. It tested this trend line right here. And when I saw it test the trend line, my mind was thinking it's going to break through. Just let it play out. And so I walked away purposely from my desk, and I come back and price is doing this. And so, and this is the original entry that I was in. I didn't notice that it retested that break of structure for that second move down. So I, to confirm my bias, I ignored 2 rejections off of structure. 2 rejections off of structure that was in my face that I blatantly ignored. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know if it was one of those nights where I guess I had to self-sabotage, because it feels like I self-sabotaged tonight. and the market coincidentally tonight decided to make a 20, 30 point reversal without a pullback for whatever reason during this leg. So, man, that is just very interesting. That is interesting, man. Crazy. But and then in the feedback, what I also want to do is talk about things that, maybe ways I could have maybe added to the position, made the trade, a more of a winner or less than a loser. I'm just gonna just start documenting all my trades moving forward. So that's going to cut down on all the impulsive trades. Oh, that looks like a double top. Let me take it. Well, I need to write out a thesis first and justify taking the trade before actually taking it. And if I missed a trade, then I gave myself the opportunity to trade like that, and I blew the account. So, and now I have to do it the professional way instead of the wild wild west way. So I'm very interested to see what price will do at that trend line, though. I'm interested to see if it's going to actually break through this trend line or if we're going to see a push down. I'm very interested to see what happens here. Hmm. I'll give this thing about 7, 5, about 7 more minutes. And then I'm going to bed after this. Yeah, I'll just give it like 10 more minutes. 7 more minutes. Wow, that is crazy, man. That's crazy. I mean, if it's about to reject here after all that bullshit, I mean, it's about to reject here after all that bullshit. Huh. Oh, man. Huh. Mm. 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 I will say that it does look like the Bulls are going to fail, but like I said, I'm not going to take the trade. But it does look like they're going to fail at the top of this range right here. We'll see. Honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised. All right, so like earlier today, forgot around like what time it was. Man, that shit was just. Let me see what time was that. around 10 o'clock yesterday. No, that shit did that. I mean, it didn't. I mean, I guess I could just look and see the highs from the lows. Hmm. I mean, it did work. Damn, bro. God damn. Damn. Damn it. Damn. Damn. All right. Damn, this actually might be. We'll see. I'll sell. I'll try to sell until the. I'll try to sell in the stops. I'll sell in the stops here. But it rejected at 410 right here at yesterday's value area high. So the market is going to need to push up above that. I'm not going to get in the way of it, but I'll sell into it if the buyers fail here. Hmm. I mean, if not, maybe if not, yeah, 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 probably R4 maybe. I was looking at R4 and R4 lines up with this level right here, where we got this big leg down. So I don't know, maybe R4. Well, obviously the bulls are in control. If the market doesn't want to give the bears any opportunities to make money tonight, I think we're just going to have to wait until tomorrow. I guess have the market set itself up, because at this point we have a higher low. The bears are getting stopped out of their position. We just recovered more than 20, 30 points without a pullback. I will try but I'm probably going to run out of time. I mean, I'm not going to sit up here and wait for this thing to happen. I mean, if we do get a test of that trend line, I'm going to sit here and wait for it. If it's just not going to happen. But it would be nice if this thing would just pop up and test that trend line. That would be nice. Or at least do something. I mean, it would be just my luck, right? I have good luck, but I guess if I don't do it right. Man, today just been one of those days, man. Today's just definitely been one of those days. Definitely one of those days today. So 409, 400. And targets would have got hit for sure. But it seems like, dude, it seems like that's the money trade for real. You know, I'm gonna do stupid stuff like that. Then yeah, that becomes very annoying. Okay, but all right, guys. I'm not gonna wait on this. I'm kind of over the time for this session. I don't want to be up all night, and we make mistakes due to being tired tomorrow. I'm not gonna wait on it. I'm not gonna wait on it because I guess we kind of already got that break in that retest of the trend line. We may see a slight little rejection, but uh, honestly, it actually may just. I mean, just so if you're going to short this trend line, just be prepared to be wrong. If it breaks above this trend line and if it breaks into this trend line back above it, that's kind of all she wrote. Uh, Stop runs on gold is very deadly. I wouldn't if you find yourself becoming liquidity, unfortunately, you're just gonna have to accept it because something like this can happen where it just keeps going and it doesn't stop. So, but all right, gal, we'll come back tomorrow morning and we'll definitely look for more opportunities to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody.